Hey everyone, and welcome to a VRChat world tour. Today we're going to be doing a special dive into a world that has a very, very deep place in my heart. Long ago, when I first started playing this game, back in the boomer days of VRChat, there was the first public world that I ever loaded into. And I probably spent my first 20 hours or so just visiting this one world. And it's the world where I made my first VRChat friends, some of whom I'm still friends with, 3+ years later. It's the world where I really learned what it was to socialize in a virtual space. Prior to that, I had no experience in virtual worlds. I had no idea what to expect or anything like that. So this world will always have a very, very special place in my heart, both for the friendships I made, the memories that were there, and the fact that it was a world where I learned how to be a VRChat player. And so I hope that that you enjoy this quick little world tour, and I'll do my best to pay proper respect to this world and to its creator. So without further ado, let's take a trip. Okay, so we're gonna navigate to the world. Here it is. MMD Nightclub 2.6.5, made by the author Lather. I assume that's how to say the name. Anyway, some of you may know this world. We're gonna do a invite-only instance, okay? And Since I'm taking you all with me, I'm gonna invite you to come along. So portal's down. Let's go take a look. Welcome to the MMD Nightclub, a VRChat world that has withstood the test of time. Coming to this world, you could quite easily enjoy music up at the stage with friends, dance the night away on the dance floor, have a drink by the bar, or, if all else failed, you could always move to one of the quiet corners the world had to offer for a wonderful conversation. Looking back to the first time I spawned in, I remember someone came up to me and handed me a glass. I didn't realize it, but this was my very first roleplay interaction in VRChat. This had a lot to do with how I would spend my first 1,000 or so hours in the game. Hard to believe when I look back on it. Taking that first interaction, I spent a lot of my initial time just sort of behind the bar, handing glasses off to users. It was fun to roleplay being a bartender. At the time, the world was very popular, people coming and going. There was always a plenty of fresh faces to welcome to the bar. You also had a great view of the dance floor from there, so I would enjoy watching people dance with their full body, mesmerized by the idea that you could do more than just use your hands. Speaking of the dancing, the world at the time had what felt like a limitless supply of musical choices. Users would go up and interact with one of the cubes, and the music would start to play. What was really unique about this world was that each song had a unique associated MMD dance. Avatar would get on the stage and start to dance, and there'd be a music video playing in the background. To this day, the videos are still available to watch if you're curious. It was a lot of fun to try to mimic the dance moves of the MMD model and dance along with the avatar on stage. Embarrassingly enough, this is actually how I made my very first true VRChat friend. I was dancing along one night with the animations, and a small avatar came up to me and just started gesturing. At the time, I was mute, and so was she, and I didn't really understand anything she was saying, but she just started dancing with me. And with that, I danced with her. The next night, she joined on me, and the next, and eventually we started spending a lot of time together, and we're still friends to this day. And I think of all the things I love about the MMD Club, that has to be my favorite. The way it encouraged users to interact with one another, and to build those bonds that turned into real friendships. If dancing the night away wasn't exactly your scene, the world still had things to offer for you. You could enjoy the music video from the upper level of the world, where there were couches and end tables set out so that you could sit around with friends, have conversation, enjoy the music, and of course, meet new people. Of course, there were also skills to master in the world. This is the first world where I learned the incredibly refined skill of stacking virtual glasses, a skill that I am still quick to show off, even to this day. And of course, there were a medley of other worlds available to you, all of which were pretty interesting and worth the time to check out. Just jump through any of these portals, and you'll find your way there. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this VRChat world tour of the MMD Nightclub, one of the earlier VRChat worlds, and frankly, still one of my personal favorites, if for no other reason than for the incredible amount of nostalgia it has for me. Like I said, lifelong friends, incredible memories, learning how to socialize in virtual spaces. A great deal of it happened for me right here in this very nightclub. And so for that reason, this has to be the first one of these that I do, and it just wouldn't be fair to not pay the proper respects to this world. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy as you explore through all the virtual worlds that are out there. Remember that these content creators spend a lot of time putting together these worlds, these expressions of art, if you will. And so if you ever see them out in the wild, be sure to stop and take a moment to thank them. And thank you to all of you content creators out there. You're the people who keep the game interesting and keep it alive. Have a good one, folks.